Morning. It's Will Fellwinter here, the man in black, the cat in the hat, the dude with the goggles and the do-rap. How you living? And on this one, I want to... My apologies. Don't start smoking, kids. But in this one, I wanted to tackle this issue and problem that the world seems to be having with this social political supremacy called feminism. And let me make this very clear. If you want to see the truest form of a white supremacist, look no further than the white feminist. Seriously, look no further. All right. The white feminist has done more damage to the black community than even white Klansmen could ever dream of doing. Why do you think it is the white Klansman had backed off after so many years? He couldn't succeed at anything. Okay. But black women, you did bring it on yourself. Who was in the courts challenging the white man or white woman for the rights to marry a white man? Y'all. You thought you was going to lock horns with the real white devil and not get scorched. Okay. And Margaret Sanger and feminism is whipping your ass right now. Okay? Oh, yeah, online you might think they're winning. They're really not. Okay? Because all this outer racial breeding stuff, all it's doing is basically destroying the black community from within. Okay? But you have to understand, that's what feminism is. It's evil. In life, I have learned that there's always consequences for your decisions. It's the first law of physics. For every action, there's a reaction. For every cause and effect, right? Which means for every choice, there's a consequence. See, feminism completely denounces all of this, which doesn't make any sense. For instance, if you look at feminists today, they're wanting to give vasectomies to infant boys. Newborn little children that can't do anything wrong. And white people, I need to ask, what is it with you and mutilating kids for the past 10, 15 years? Dude, seriously, stop. Stop. Get your kids the hell away from white people, man. There it is. It's just water. And I don't have a sponsor. But, you know, think about it. Instead of taking accountability and responsibility, they like to march down the streets talking about my body, my choice. Then why don't you protect that? Why don't you use the contraceptives that you feminists fought so hard for? And I'm not just talking about condoms. I'm talking about the birth control pill, the morning after pill, diaphragms, IED clamps, the implant, the depot implant that they can get in their arm or whatever part of their body. They can even get a shot every month. Okay? They can get their tubes tied even. And those tubes will come untied over time. They will. You could do so many different things, but instead what you want to do is mutilate little boys' private parts because you never take accountability. A feminist can't. You have to understand that victim status, that's what gives them so much power. If you look at America's population, 50 to 60% of America's population is white people. For every one white man, there's 20 to 30 white women, if not more. But yet they have you all thinking they're a disenfranchised minority. Look at how the white feminists completely appropriated the hell out of the woke movement. Bill Blur even said something about it. Because that's what feminism is. It's a weapon. Okay? And it is a true form of white female supremacy. All right? Again, look at black women. They went from the mama from Good Times to Skanky Red. Didn't they? They went turned from Florida Evans into Gorilla, Meg the Stallion. Okay? Nicki Minaj. Who's that chick that was dry humping Chris Brown in a concert recently? I believe Miss Sandra Faye did a video on it. And she is absolutely right. Okay? Because that's how feminism works. See, white women are the only ones that can use feminism correctly. That's why I keep trying to warn light-skinned women, mixed-race women. You think these white devils are your friend. You think there's an actual sisterhood of women? No. You are competition, baby. Okay? Oh, and they're good. They're good. Don't get it twisted. They're good. Again, they could convince black women that they were oppressed in a matriarchal-led society. Their communities were matriarchies. Don't believe me? Why do you think Big Mama was so important? Because black women were the conscience. They were the memory of their people. They were the ones that decided the moral high grounds and stuff for black people here in America. Okay? And then feminism showed up, and that went completely away. And now that generation of black women, they're gone. And all you got left is gorilla. Sexy red, which I don't see anything sexy about that freak. I'm sorry. Anyone that can convince you that wearing something on your lips called booty hole, yellow discharge, gonorrhea, and I'm kicking a corpse in shoes they can't afford here, but even I'm saying it. Ew. Ew, don't you kiss your mama in the mouth. What the? No. But the white feminists has got them thinking that's the way to be. Now you're also hearing brothers talk about how their black women's pH is off, personal hygiene. Remember a few years back they had that let it flow thing going on? Well, why do you have to wash up for a man? How do you think them them white chicks is out here getting all your good black men? They took a bath. Okay? That's why I keep warning y'all, you light-skinned women, mixed-race women, you think there's a sisterhood of women. It ain't. And they're good. The white female is the most manipulative and cunning. They are the mothers of lies, the masters of deceit, and the mistress of what I call dissimulation, deception, and manipulation. Period. There is no other group of women that are as good at it as white women. You're around white women long enough, they even affect how your mind works. That's why I don't mess with them no more. If she ain't breeded, I don't need it. I don't mess outside my own no more. No, no, no. Hell no. You see, these white feminists, and I've watched them do it. I've been watching since 1987. Okay? What they'll do is they'll woo you in with honeyed words of feminism and sisterhood, equality, and justice for women. And before you realize what this white demon just did to you, she'll replace you in the bed with your men. Oh, I'm a Trump supporter now, right? Yeah, I support Donald Trump. You know, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a misogynist. What color's your mama? Mm-hmm. How many of us mixed blacks got a white mama? Grandmama? Great-grandmama? Huh? Don't try that on the bull moose. I'm just going to run you over. You think that white woman is your friend after she replaces you in the bed with your man? Yeah, she'll have your kids calling her mama. You don't believe me? Ask mine about one of my aunts. Yeah. My Uncle Boots went the hell off. You ain't that boy's mama. She'll beat your ass. You do that shit. They'll convince your friends and family that you are fucking crazy. Watch them do it. She'll convince that man that used to be yours to not even speak to his own blood kin. I didn't speak to my own mother for over 2 years. No one in my family. I refused to talk to him because she didn't like it. See why I don't deal with white women no more? And when you're lying on the couch of that one true blue cousin, that one true blue friend, family member that's got your back, the white woman will sneak in and either poison your damn food in your sleep, break your neck in your sleep, or convince the man that used to be yours to kill you and your kids. Go back and look up how many stories throughout history this shit has happened. To other white women. They can do this to their own kind. The hell you think they can do to you? Especially when you got our mixed race sisters out here today from of course, Miss Jessica Alba, I'm sorry. All-time champion, I'm sorry. Physically, white and black women cannot compete with you at all. They can't. You have, again, Jessica Alba. You have Halle Berry, Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys. Fuck, Alicia Keys is polka dotted. She got freckles. Cute as hell. And look at the comments and the pictures when she took her makeup and stuff off. and was just herself. It was black and white women that were attacking her, but more so white women. Not everybody's pretty like you. If you want to see truly who's talking, remember black women type how they talk. See what I'm saying? But you also, I mean, more recently, Miss Amelin, all right, Miss Gothics, for instance. Yeah, I'm sorry. White and black women just cannot compete with you physically. So what they need you to do is to nigga yourself out. I said it in my colorism video about the light skinned chick with the granny glasses and the dreads talking about reparations. They need you to act like that because they can't compete with you any other way. Okay? There has never been a sisterhood of women. Okay? You are competition. And they will do anything they can to break you, to drag you down. Again, look, man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Black and white people are the prime example of what not to do. You want to build a good, lasting society? Look at black and white people and ignore 90% of this shit. I am dead serious, man. This is kind of stuff, and again, I've said it before and I'll say it again and I'll keep saying it. Ask anyone that knows me. I've been saying this shit for years in the real world. Now I'm here on the YouTube saying it, that it is time for us to stop dealing with especially liberal and conservative white and black people. Okay, you do have individuals out there that'll look you dead in the face and tell you he's not lying to you. Okay, we're living proof, my guy. We're living proof. We wouldn't exist if it wasn't for white feminism. Think about that. Let me tell you, black women were so badass back in the day. I want y'all to look up a song for me from a group called New Mother Nature. It's called No Sugar. What color is coffee or tea without sugar or cream? Black. The whole song is about being with a black woman. And this song was like back in the 50s and 60s or 70s. It was in that era, the hippie era. Rama Jamma's Black Betty. It's literally in the title of the song, Black Betty. That's how badass black women are. And those two songs are still on the charts to this day. To this day, they're still on the charts. That's just how the bomb.com, I know I'm old, leave me alone. All right. That's how the shit black women really were. And then all of a sudden, feminism just kept creeping its way in, didn't it? They tried it on Asian women and it didn't work because Asian women aren't stupid like black women are. The largest mixing group today is still white men and Asian women. This is why a lot of black women don't like Asian women either. All right. And again, if you go back and you listen to people like Malcolm X, modern Nostradamus, the prophet, he said, you have brothers that have taken it entirely too far. They don't think they're a success unless they what? Have a white woman as a wife. He tried to warn you. Because again, what runs the white liberal party? White feminists. Think on that. You have to understand also as well, because they refuse to take any accountability, they keep their perpetual victim status. That victimhood is power. Okay? Today, because of the power of the internet and stuff, we understand. Not just us, but everybody understands that it's bullshit. But there's a reason why people call them feminazi. Because a lot of feminists back in the day supported Hitler. They supported the eugenics program until he started murdering the Jewish peoples, the Holocaust. Then all of a sudden, well, just like now, they tried to backtrack, but it's far too late. For instance, Margaret Sanger was involved with the Negro program. Basically, it was black population control, is really what it was. And it fucked black people over. Okay? But this also allows them, because of their victim status, to be able to say, for instance, give you HIV and not get in trouble because men abuse women. How that makes any damn sense, I don't know. And if you say anything about it, about them spreading diseases the way they do, Oh, well, you're spreading stigma. You're literally either killing people or turning them into a medical slave. Oh, you want to vote this way? Let's raise that HIV medicine up. Let's raise the price on them medicines. See how long you live after that. Most people can't even afford groceries now. And they'll do it too. This is another reason why the feminist supports the Democrat. You have to remember the Democrats were the ones that were fighting against women's rights. You see what I'm saying? Henceforth, why you had the political flip, which there was never really a flip. The Democrat just changed colors, that's all. But now you have the Democrats crying that women are being abused. Let me tell you something. There is nothing in this country except for P standing up and have a baby that women can do in this country that a man can. There's nothing that they can't do that a man can. Nothing. It's all by choice. But if you have a choice, you lose that victim status. You see how that works? Again, this is where black people learned it from. I have a video in the works called The Riddle of Steel. I'll explain it more on that. But this feminism is pure evil. Okay? It allows manipulation and the dominance of other races of women. Again, white women are the only ones that can do it right. But see, life has a way of sending things back to you. Again, look at how today you have women, white women. Why don't men approach me? What was that one chick? I'm out here today, my skin's glowing, boobs bouncing, and no one will talk to me. You can thank a damn feminist for that. You can thank feminism for that. Okay? And especially dudes that are any kind of black, mixed black people, Afro-American. Bro, in the 50s, they was getting y'all lynched out of trees. In the 60s, they opened their legs and genetically bottlenecked you in certain places here. Like where I'm at today, most black people are related. Yeah, they don't want to mess with their cousin or some shit. They literally got to meet somebody somewhere else. Because it's, yeah. But feminism is great. Feminism is about equality and civil rights. And no, it's fucking not. It is white female supremacy, power, and dominance. Period. You mess around with the white feminist, that's your ass. Well, ask Lacey Green. Remember when she was talking about, wait a minute, how come things are getting violent? Hold on. How come we don't sit down and talk, before this gets out of hand? Look at what them other feminists did to her. And again, my mixed sisters, they can do that to another white woman. What the hell do you think they're capable of doing to you? You still think this feminism is a good idea? It's not. And don't worry, men's rights and red pill bullshit isn't either. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I actually might make that after I do this. You understand what I'm saying? Feminism is outright fucking evil. And if you pop out the political penis, pull the goggles up and step back and look at Western European history, it's a cycle with these people. This is why I keep telling you, white people, they're no different than their counterparts over the seas. They're clinically fucking insane. They're crazy. It's 18 minutes. I can curse now. All right? It's fucking stupid. Look at Rome, Greece, the Renaissance, all these eras that wound up falling apart is because, a lot of it is because of women. Look at the Spartans. They went from Leonidas and his brave 300, leading 7,000 other Greeks with an escort of about 200 to 250 Athenian warships against one of the largest armies the world had ever seen at its time. Nearly 1 million Persians with several dozen thousand warships. Leonidas and the Greeks kicked their ass for 2 whole days if it wasn't for Ephialtes, the traitor, and would have won that battle. They went from that to, oh my God, Themistocles, stick it in my ass. By the time Rome, I did that entirely too fucking well. I did not know that about myself. Fuck. No diddy. Sorry. I'm tired. But they went from that to, by the time Rome came into power, there wasn't even 1,000 Spartans to meet them in combat. They just surrendered. Most of the men were gay. Sound familiar? Go to any of these major cities. Sound familiar? The women became so toxic that the men wanted nothing to do with them. It happened in Rome as well. And the shitty part, if it wasn't for the Spartans, Western civilization wouldn't exist. They can't even tell you where Thermopylae was. They can't even tell you where Sparta was now. But you can fly to Athens, Greece. You can see the Parthenon, see the all their little artifacts and all that stuff. You want to know why? Because the Athenians told their women to shut the fuck up and go back to your embroidery. Is that right? No. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But, I mean, the proof is there, kids. This is the concept of feminism. Okay, when you have a group of people that rise up to take power and authority that they did not earn, this is what happens. Look at America today. If we got rid of a bunch of those programs and stuff that's only really designed to benefit women, I mean, just breast cancer research the government does just for breast cancer research. Think of the billions that could go back into the economy. It won't. Look at all the women today that are feminist. When Donald Trump said, be careful taking Tylenol while you're pregnant, studies show that it can cause, there's a possibility that it can cause autism. Look at what they're doing. They're not going to be the ones to suffer for those decisions. The child will, because the feminist never has to take accountability nor responsibility for their decisions, and they never have to suffer the consequences. Because again, a feminist, all she's got to do is shut up and go get her a black guy, which is very easy. So this has been about 20 minutes. This is why I keep saying, mixed people, we have got to step away here. Feminism, men's rights, all this stuff, all it does is cause animosity and bitterness. And the only people that benefit from feminism is white women, and that's it. They're the only ones. The Scout's knife must be sharp on both sides. It must cut in both directions. What is good for one must be good for the other. Okay? The next one I'm getting ready to do now is going to be on the red pill, blue pill bullshit and why men need to quit fucking crying. All right, men's rights is no better. It's just a symptom of feminism, which is just as bad. It's the opposite side of the coin. So I'm going to step out of this one, y'all. Take care. You live well, because as long as Trump is in that office, people are going to keep lashing out. All right, so live your life well and be ready to fight if you have to. All right, and be safe and be smart. Okay? And ladies, I'm telling you, this feminism shit, it ain't going to be no good for anybody. You can stay in that system and lose, or you can join us in the mountains and walk away. And that's what a lot of what I'm starting to dub the colored American movement, and I'll explain that in another video as well. But that's a lot of the concept as well, that we heal the damage that's been done to us by purebloods for 500 fucking years. And the major thing that we got to do is heal the rift between man and woman. Because ladies, we need you. We do. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just basic biological fact, but it's more than that, because ain't nobody strong on their own. We're only strong as a group. The wolf pack is strongest when it runs as a pack. Y'all take care. I'll see you in a few minutes.